Gary, not the best of afternoons for football.
No, I feel for the two sets of players, and I feel for the fans that had paid to come and watch it. Terrible conditions for both sets of players, and I have to be honest, and I think Dunfermline adapted them better than us. And throughout the course of the 90 minutes, I think they were the better team. And they'll probably feel unjust that they never got the 3 points. But for me, credit to my players, because we weren't at our best today. And we've spoke about this in the past, about when we're not our best, we have to make sure we get points. You can't always just pick up points when you're playing well. Sometimes you have to get a point that you don't deserve, or if you're not playing at your best, you have to grind a point out. And we've done that today. So for me, yes, there's things that we need to do far better, but at the end of the day, we weren't at our best. It wasn't good conditions, and we've picked up another point. So a wee bit of credit to the players for making sure that we didn't get beat today.
Was it maybe when it's weather like that, is it a case of just say, well, look, it's not going to be a spectators game, it's not going to be easy for the players, let's just call it off?
Well, you could say that, but the rest are very... Listen, us as a club done everything right. We were in touch with the league yesterday. We said, the bad weather forecast coming, because we didn't want Dunfermline, their fans and their players to travel down here, no warning, then it gets called off. So we were constantly in touch with the league, and that's what we can really do as a club. Then if the league feel that it's sufficient, they've got to get a referee here in the morning, the ref or the league or whoever it is, they need to make the decision. The ref today was excellent. He was in at 1:30. He says it's fine. He says we'll keep going. He was in at 2:10. Listen, it's fine. We'll keep going. So he was great. There was a lot of communication for the referee, and that was great. But how, listen, back in the olden days, they played them far worse than that. You know what I mean? So you could stand here and debate all day. Should we be calling it off when it's a bad wind, bad rain? But then how many games would we be cancelling? And when did we decide it's too bad rain to play or too bad wind? So very difficult. But we weren't at our best today. We weren't at our best. But the biggest thing that I can take for it is the players had another desire not to get beat, and it's another clean sheet. And as I say, I think outfield players, probably Jordan Marshall was the pick of the bunch for us today. Great energy and commitment. The weather doesn't seem to bother Marsh, typical Geordie lad, hard as nails. And I thought Alan Martin was excellent in everything that he done today. Saves that you'd expect him to make, but the wind's bad, and he had nothing came off him, nothing bounced for him to get a rebound or anything like that. So, Alan done excellent for us today.
And to take a point when you're not at your best, you always say if you're not going to win, don't lose.
It's very difficult games. I was saying this to the chairman before the game. I always have a wee look back. Now played Dunfermline 9 times since I've been the manager, 5 draws and 2 wins apiece. So I knew it was going to be a tight game. They always are. The games that we've won, apart from the one we won 5-2, it's by a goal. The games they've won, I think it was there's nothing between the teams. They're both evenly matched. And what I would say is, the players deserve a bit of credit, because you would arguably say in terms of possession and chances in the 2 games we've played Dunfermline this season, they've had the better of it, yet we've ended up with 4 points out of 6. So always easy to be critical of the players when we're not always at our best, but if they were always at the best every week, they wouldn't be playing for Queen of the South. So we weren't at our best today, and we still managed to get a result. So fair play to them. I'll take the point, and I'll quickly move on to next week.
It's a case of no points, nobody's gained anything today.
If you want, it's another game gone and we're still in the top 4. None of the teams below us have gained a point on us, and none of the teams above us have got away any further. Yes, it would have been a great game to win if all the other games are draw, I get that, but we weren't good enough to win the game today. So sometimes you've got to be honest. Too many times I hear managers coming on and you didn't give the opposition credit. I'm giving the opposition credit. I thought Dunfermline were slightly the better team today and probably deserved to win the game. When that happens and you still manage to get something out of it, you've got to give your players a bit of praise.
David Norman's last game today, that's him away.
I thought he was excellent when he came on, arguably his best 30 minutes. I wanted to try Michael in there because I knew I was going to lose David. And he understood that, and what he showed as a professional stand him in good stead for the rest of his career. He wasn't sulking when he wasn't playing. He was he's came out a starting team that's went to Ross County and got a draw. And I think he's made a big contribution to us. Most of the games that he started, I think there's only one game we've actually lost when he started a game. So we'll miss him, but we knew what it was before we got him. It was a bit of a gamble on both sides. David's taking a gamble coming across, and we were taking a gamble because we signed him on video footage. What I would say is he's made a vital contribution, and the biggest compliment I'll give him is we'll miss him now that he's not there. But for me now, David goes back, he goes with our best wishes. My thoughts now turn to Allo. We're now another player less, and we've got to try and get a team on the pitch to go against Allo.
It is Alloa next.
And Allo were excellent against us here. whether it was us just thinking maybe a wee bit naively, oh, it's just Alloa, a part-time team, but they had done their homework. They pressed us the best that anybody's pressed us here at home. And for the first 30 minutes, they were exceptional, you know, and they were 3-0 up, and they probably felt they dropped points that day. And albeit Stephen got us a hat-trick to get back into the game. So we know that has got to be a difficult game. It's the narrowest pitch by a distance in the league. So we need to take that into consideration when we're picking about a team. But before I can think about a team and a formation, I need to see who I've got. You know, that was part of the reason Gary went off the day. He's only trained 2 days and we got 75 minutes with him. I try and risk him for 90 minutes. He pulls up. We're without him. Stephen will probably not make it next week. Kai's hobbled on for 70 minutes with an injury. As I say, we've not got David. Stephen's unlikely to be back for next week. So you're trying to manage all these that as well. I know the fans get a wee bit, oh, you're taking Gary off, why is that? I'm trying to manage the next game as well. I know you're only as big as the game that you're playing in, but with such a small squad, I've got to make sure that we've got a team on the pitch to play next week.